you bunch of cloud ads, Vaping Big here. Little disclaimer, I just show these products, what I think about it and how to use them. I do not sell or promote any of these products. That aside, I bought the Dotmod Dotbox 220W V2 kit. So it's the complete kit with some hub tank and everything. I got the red one here. Of course, they're doing all their usual colors at Dotmod. Let me show you there. So there's plenty of pick. You'll get matching tank in the same color. Really nice. So yeah, let's dive into the box. I'm gonna put it on an angle so it fits on camera. Well, let's dive into there, shall we? Ooh, always nice unboxing with Dotmod products. Of course, yeah, it's something you experience only the first time you open it, and then it's all about what's inside. We've got a user manual. We'll get a complete kit there, and yeah, first thing I noticed is a slight overhang on that. If you can see on that tank there on the mod, slightly. It's like maybe a half millimeter, but it's there. And they both claim to be, what is it, 24, I think it was, millimeters. So yeah, which is the real 24 millimeters. So you get your mod there. We'll put that on the side. We'll see what else is in the box first. You can pull this out. You'll get an extra bubble glass for your tank in the kit. There you go. Stickers by the Dotmod stickering. You'll get a really small USB-C to USB cable. You'll get some baggie of O-rings and gaskets. And of course you'll get an extra dot coil. So this kit will utilize the dot coils. They use the same type of coils across the board for their all their coil systems. So compatibility is great. This is what the coil looks like. So you get your nice cotton there. You get your info right there. So this is 0.3, 25 to 40 watts mesh coil. I believe you got the 0.15 inside the tank pre-installed. Let's take a look at the tank first. I'll screw that off. The Dotbox V2 there. So you got your nice airflow ring here. It is on the stopper, so this is fully open, fully closed. So this tank is designed for direct lung or restrictive direct lung. You got your nice 810 drip tip there. So this should fit any other 810 drip tips. There we go. Fits like a charm. You use the basic one for fitting. It's a quarter turn, you open, and you got two juicy ports to fill it. That's really nice. There we go. Of course, don't use this on a hybrid mechanical mod. It's a sub-ohm, so it's for regulated only, because the 510 tip pin is not protruding far enough for that. So yeah, here is how you replace. You get your nice little spring-loaded contact point there. You got your coil sticking out. The airflow will come down here and hit the side of your coil. So yeah, replacing the coil is quite easy. You can just pull it out with your fingers and replace it. I'm not going to pull it out because I still have some liquid inside there. There we go. Close it down there. As you can see, the liquid, yeah, can use a little refill while we're at it, using some peanut butter jam monster grape. And as you can see, a very easy refilling there. Quarter turn to lock it, and there's the tank. So yeah, the tank holds 4 ml of liquid. So put some parameters on the screen. Of course, the device now. Also, we're going to show you some parameters on the screen. Let's take a look at the device. So yeah, has a panel on one side there, As you can see, rubberized, two little rubberized things on the bottom. USB-C, your fire button, your plus and minus button, your screen of course, and a physical locking switch for your comfort, so you can lock the device with a single motion. Just move that little switch there. Really nice. I do like to see that feature in box mods. For those who like to carry it in a pocket, of course you get your little tab there to open the battery compartment. There we go. On the inside there you got your positive and negatives marked clearly, a little ribbon. You'll want to put the batteries over the ribbon so it's easy to take off. Of course the contacts on the bottom are spring loaded, so bottom first and flip it in. Easy battery installment. What I do like in this mod is the feature of a little quick guide on the inside of this panel. Look at that. You can wake the screen, you can enter the menu, you can lock and unlock the plus and minus, and you can power it off. You can press and hold the button simultaneously for 3 seconds to perform a resistance calibration. Of course, it explains the slider. Recommended battery output current above 20 amp. So use batteries that can do above 20 amp. It's perfect. Let's put some batteries in there. I've got some batteries in there, and you'll see the screen there. Let's put the tank on there as well. As I said before, or a slide, oh yeah, it tapers down way at the bottom to 24, but the tank rapidly increases, and yeah, it's slightly overhanging in my opinion. If you don't agree, or do you agree with me, is this considered overhang or not? Let me know in the comments. So yeah, there's a little bit juice on the panel. There we go. Let's wake up the screen. It says new resistance. It's measuring a 0.16. If you fire it, you get a nice Dotmod logo. And of course, here's the voltage output. As you can see, it jumps now to the resistance. It's reading a 0.16. Of course, this is the amount of puffs, and this should be the amount of seconds that you puffed it. It's quite easy. So yeah. As I said before, you can switch the device off, it will be locked, you can't fire it, you can't not change the wattage, and so on. So that's pretty easy. As for the menu, 1, 2, 3 will bring you up to the menu. As you can see, power mode, you see the battery percentages there as well still. So PM stands for power mode, so you set the wattage, then you have bypass, then you got nichrome, temperature control, titanium, stainless steel. Here you can adjust power curves if you want to do a power curve there. You can go to boost, you can set up boost mode, yes or no. One, two, three. Of course, you have some settings. You can adjust the brightness here. It sets to brightest. 1, 2, 3. More settings. You got stealth, so it doesn't turn on the screen. You can see your serial number. Exit. And here you can clear the clearance. Press 3 seconds, so you can clear it if you hold for 3 seconds. So actually, there's not much to the whole menu. I wish they had more themes for this, but yeah, that's basically it. So, on that notion, let's just, yeah, start vaping on it, shall we? Top with the Dotmod Dotbox 220 watts V2. So, as a kid, what do I think about it? Well, aesthetically, they got the color matching correctly. Just the slight overhang of the tank is a little bit bothering me. Does it bother you? Let me know in the comments, of course. So as let's take it apart. Let's first go about the tank. I like the tank itself. You know, nice airflow. It's a bit swooshy. Wait, I'll let you hear it. Doesn't bother me much, but it really brings out the flavor of those coils. Damn, sorry, the dot coils. Really brings out more flavor than I'm used from these coils. I already know these coils. A good balance in flavor and cloud production here. No complaints there. 4 ml capacity is acceptable, pretty decent. You can do restricted direct long. Let's close it down a bit. Here we go. No whistling of the airflow when closing it down, so that's fine. Now, let's go drop down to the mod. The mod is really nice in the hand. The buttons are nice and clicky. I don't know if the mic actually picks that up, but really nice feel to it. I do like the locking switch. It's nice, constructed out of aluminium alloy. Really nice. So on that part is, yeah, not much, no complaints actually. The menu is simple, you know, easy to navigate. So yeah, Dotmod always brings out beautiful products, and look at that color matching combo. At least they nailed that, you know. So yeah, a good product there. Also, I tried some rebuildables on it. Fires it without any issues, so the chip is good. I just wished it had a couple more menu layouts, so was something easier to read as this one. On camera it reads out fine, but with the naked eye like that, that's a little bit hard to read the smaller digits, but that's all. Do like the product, very solid, affordable kit there for any sub-home vapor. So this was Vaping Big with the review for the Dotmod Dotbox 220 watts V2. And remember, vape life matters.